cuando entro a la cancha me siento libre, como si nunca había estado.
El fútbol te está dando de comer, te está dando para vivir, es algo importante.
Football for me is the way forward.
Football for me is my life.
Football will conquer the entire world.
Here is the planet's ultimate game, the final of the 21st Football World Cup.
C'est gol, le premier but de Pogba dans cette Coupe du Monde. Et là, c'est pratiquement là. La France, championne du monde.
This is one of a kind because it has the Qatar Economic Forum. We'll talk about the ball. Whose idea was it to put two Italians on stage who will just commiserate about the fact that Italy is not in the World Cup?
Well, you should touch the ball because we will be the only two Italians to touch this ball, which is the official ball of the World Cup.
Talk to me about the ball. So this is what happens. How long does it take to design the ball for each World Cup?
Well, it's actually quite a long process. And by the way, this ball, I don't know if you've seen it, it's a unique ball. It's only
World
one.
exclusive.
I mean, it's the official ball of the World Cup, of course. But it has here written, can you read it? Yes, right? Qatar Economic Forum with the date. So I don't want to see this ball on eBay, just in case somebody gets it here. It's a unique ball, and the name of the ball is Al Rihla, which is the journey, right? And it is a journey to develop such a ball. It takes years. It's very scientific. It's very secret as well until it is revealed. It was revealed at the draw here at the occasion of the draw here in Doha a couple of months ago, and it's the best ball ever for the best World Cup ever.
Yeah, and the journey not for the ball, but to get to the World Cup here in Qatar is also not without ups and downs. What are you hoping to achieve with this World Cup?
Well, it will be a unique World Cup. It's a unique World Cup because it is a very compact World Cup. It is a World Cup where all 8 stadiums, which are all state-of-the-art, I mean the best stadiums in the world, are all within a perimeter of 50 kilometers or so. So you can watch 2 or 3 games every day. We are expecting between 1.5 and 2 million people visiting Qatar during the World Cup. We're expecting 5 billion people, more than half the world population, tuning in and watching the World Cup. It will be fantastic.
I mean, essentially, it's a one-city World Cup. Are ticket sales, higher than you expected them to be?
Yes, well, ticket sales are very high. I mean, over 23 million ticket requests. Only the final 5 million tickets were requested, only for the final. So we have to have some discussions if we can increase the capacity of the stadium from 80,000 to 5 million. Will be complicated, but we work on that. No, it will be huge. It will be huge. A great interest.
Gianni, can the infrastructure cope? So not the stadium, but everything that's around it, the flights, the airplane. I mean, some of the hotels, the roads.
Well, I think the whole country here, and actually more and more the whole region, is really tuning in for this World Cup. I mean, the stadiums are ready 1 year before. We're ready 1 year before the World Cup, which is unique. I'm now in this business for the last couple of decades, I've never seen such a state of readiness of a big event like here. And we are getting ready now, day by day, more and more, to welcome 2 million people here in Qatar, from the airport to the accommodation to the transportation. Everything is done to make this experience very, very special for all those. I hope you will all be there. I'm sure you will all be there, who will come to Doha and to Qatar for the World Cup.
But are you worried about accommodation? If there's a list of worries, and of course we'll get onto human rights and things like that, but we're also hearing about possible tents being pitched in the city.
Yes, there will be tents as well. There will be camping, or how do you call it, glamping or something? Glamping, right? I never heard this term, but it's great. I mean, I've been as well to see that in Sea Lion in the desert. It's fantastic. It's a desert experience. You come with a few friends, you stay in the desert rather than staying in a hotel. There are beautiful hotels as well. Accommodation is not a worry. Everything is done for there to be enough accommodation ready here, and as well, of course, in the neighboring countries, because let's not forget, this is the FIFA World Cup, Qatar 22, but it's as well the World Cup of the whole GCC, of the whole Middle East.
So you've defended the progress that Qatar has made in terms of human rights, I guess especially for this World Cup, but you've also listened to activists that say a lot more needs to be done from now until the World Cup. So how do you track the progress?
Well, from now until the World Cup and thereafter, of course, as well. I think we have realized, and I personally also came along quite a long way, that of course FIFA is a sports organization. We are the football governing body of the world. We organize the World Cup, but football and the World Cup is much more than that. It is not just the greatest show on earth, the biggest event. It has a big social impact. And we at FIFA, we want to be present and shape as well this impact. And of course, and we have to face it, and we faced it. One of my first visit, or my first trip after being elected FIFA president for the first time in 2016 was to come to Qatar and to address the situation of the workers, for example, and migrant workers. And we have to admit, and again, it's not me saying it, because you could say, well, he's the FIFA president, of course he has to speak positively. It's the International Labour Organization, it's the international trade unions who are independent, who say this. You know, a lot of changes have been made. The kafala system has been abolished, which is new in the whole region. Minimum wages have been introduced. Regulations to take care of the heat have been put in place as well, and are respected. So all this progress has been done, probably would have been done anyway, but because of the spotlight of the World Cup and football, it has been done in a record-breaking time. Now, we must make sure that there is not just a text of a legislation, but that it is implemented. And for this reason, I put my tent here in Doha, and I'm kind of living here, and I'm going to every day to see the responsible persons in the government, and we enforce as well all this legislation to make sure that, of course, if somebody violates it, that the rights, the human rights, the workers' rights are protected.
So what you're telling me is that you're comfortable right now with what you're seeing, but you're staying on the ground to make sure that it gets better?
Absolutely, because because progress has to continue, I mean, it took us in Europe hundreds of years to arrive where we are now in terms of the social impact for the people. In this part of the world, and in Qatar in particular, this has been done in a few years. So it's clear that at the beginning, you need some time to assess it and to repair certain things which might not work as they should. So we are here, we work together, and the cooperation is really great. And we want to make sure that this stands as well for after the World Cup.
What can you tell us about the justice system? So there has been concerns that fans would come here, do misdemeanors, or do something which is accepted where they come from, but not in Qatar, and they get arrested for it.
Well, this will not happen. Of course, people will get arrested if they destroy something, if they, if they start fighting in the streets, and we don't expect this to happen in World Cups normally. Families come, people come to enjoy, and we are expecting this to happen. But in Qatar in particular, and if we speak also about the LGBT community, everyone will be welcomed. We've received the necessary guarantees. We are training all the officials. We are working hand in hand with the government, with the police authorities. Everyone will be welcomed. If Qatar didn't want to welcome everyone, they wouldn't have organized the World Cup where you welcome the entire world. So I'm sure that, of course, there is noise here and there, and there are critics and criticisms here and there, which is fine. Just asking everyone to look at the facts and to judge us, as you speak as well about justice, on the results of what we are going to do. But everyone is welcome here.
How do you see football changing in the next 5 years and decade?
Well, football is, of course, already today a very, very big industry, globally over $200 billion gross output. So it's almost similar to a medium-sized country, right? And football has this special element of the emotional bond that means so much to so many people all over the world. Our vision in FIFA is to make football truly global, and that's why we welcome as well the fact that the World Cup is played for the first time in an Arab country, in the Arab world. We organized the FIFA Arab Cup as a test event for the World Cup last December. It was a huge, huge success. 450 million Arabs celebrated. They blocked the Champs-Élysées in Paris to celebrate the victories in the Arab Cup. And people who will come here, they will witness as well and learn to know a new culture and new history. And football is becoming more and more global. We are in an economic forum, so we speak about global investments as well.
And I was asking about streaming maybe as well. Do you think that will change with the arrival of Netflix and Apple in the sports world? Definitely
it will change. Netflix, Apple in the United States. We at FIFA, we created recently FIFA Plus, which I invite everyone to discover, which is a great streaming platform as well, where we broadcast, besides documentaries and other things, also 40,000 games a year of maybe minor competitions, minor leagues around the world, but to give them the platform, because with globalization, with people of every nationality everywhere in the world, I think it is important to have this unique bond. And let's not forget that if you look at the Men's World Cup, there are 4 to 5 billion people watching it, right? More than half the world. The Women's World Cup, the last Women's World Cup in France, we had 1.2 billion people watching that. So people around the world love football. Football is here to not only to stay, but to grow, and to grow globally, not just in a couple of countries in some parts of the world.
I have a couple of questions from the audience, so thank you so much for sending them. This person's writing, in your opinion, will organizing the 2022 World Cup have a positive impact on Qatar's economy with ticket sales?
Well, it will have a positive impact on Qatar's economy, definitely with ticket sales, in the sense that there will be, as I said, 1.5 to 2 million people coming to Qatar, discovering Qatar, many of them for the first time. I mean, the country will double in size for the time of the World. It will be a celebration. The whole Corniche will be a fan festival with fans from all over the world. So the whole tourism sector will benefit in Qatar, and again, in the whole region as well.
Do you think it will change the way you perceive who can have a World Cup, even smaller, much smaller countries?
It does change the way in which people perceive who can stage the World Cup. It will change as well. Well, the next World Cup will be in the United States, Mexico, and Canada, so it's kind of huge territory, 500 million people. But football has to be global, and we want to stage a World Cup everywhere, in every country around the world.
Yeah. To, of course, help some of the players, especially with social media hate. I know you've put best practices in place. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, we've been analyzing social media abuse on players in recent events, and we've seen that in the last main competitions, over 50% of the players, it's huge, have been abused.
Has it gotten worse?
It has got much worse. It has got much worse, and it is becoming discriminatory and racist as well. And we need to stop that. So we elaborated a system together with the Players' Union, which we will implement during the World Cup, where we will track everyone who writes and insults a player on the social media, and we block that.
Gianni, under your leadership, do you think FIFA has reformed?
I think FIFA has reformed. FIFA went through a big crisis before I joined FIFA and at the beginning. We put in place new governance systems, strong governance systems, so strong that the United States Department of Justice recently decided to award to FIFA in a remission fund $201 million, which were seized from corrupt officials of FIFA. So they recognized, the United States Department of Justice recognized that FIFA has been a victim of some people and has awarded us this huge amount that we are reinvesting in the development of the game. Today everything is open, it's transparent. Every dollar that comes in is tracked, and every dollar that goes out is tracked as well. And it goes into football.
32 teams have qualified. I'm going to ask you your prediction of who's going to win the World Cup. And also, I mean, you have amazing players. Do you have a favorite player?
For this World Cup?
Yeah.
I should look. My team is the referees' team, right? I hope that the referees are doing well, because then my life is much easier. But we have a great referees team. No, we'll have 32 great teams. I mean, the top players, the Ronaldos, Messi, Mbappe, of Neymar, of this world, they will all be part of this World Cup. And the fact that this World Cup will be played in November, December, which is at the beginning or at the peak of their fitness, of their season, and not at the end in June where they arrive exhausted, will make sure that we'll not just have the best World Cup ever in terms of fan experience, but also the best World Cup ever in terms of performance on the pitch.
In all the offices around the world, we have sweepstakes, right? I'm sure all of you have sweepstakes. We do at Bloomberg. Do you have a sweepstake at FIFA to try and see who will win the World Cup?
Sure.
And your team?
Italy, but you know, that is done already.
Done.
That is done already. So
Gianni,
now we can enjoy good football.
Gianni, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.